Why do you want to apply for our firm? This is one of the most common questions that's asked on the application form, and it's also a great opportunity to show off your personality and also show off the research you've done about that firm as well. But it's a question that a lot of applicants have difficulty answering. It's easy for your answer to end up just becoming a love letter to that firm, listing all the good things about them without really talking about why you want to be there. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to tell you why you want to work at the specific firms that you want to apply to because I don't know you. But I'm going to give you a strategy that you can use when you're faced with this question. Going through this process will make sure you've got a well-reasoned and tailored answer for this question every single time. So this is how I do it. First, you need to come up with the general reasons that you're interested in applying to a specific law firm. Again, I'm not going to be able to tell you what your reasons are, but it could be, for example, a strength in a particular practice area, its international presence, its adoption of technology, or whatever else it might be. Hopefully by this stage, you have some idea of what it is that interests you about the firms you're applying to. But if you don't, take a step back and do some research, and you'll be able to find some firms that have some cool characteristics. I've also got a video called How to Choose the Right Law Firm for You, which you might find useful in this stage. Anyway, next up you want to make a table with 3 columns, and you want to label those columns topic, reason, and reality. And this is what each of those mean. The first 2, topic and reason, are about you. And the third one, reality, is about the firm. So by topic, I mean, what is it that interests you? And by reason, I mean, why is it specifically that that thing interests you? The third column, which we've called reality, is asking about specifically what that firm has that can help satisfy the interests that you've mentioned in the columns before. So I get that this is all super meaningless right now, and I'm just throwing around some made-up terminology. So I'll run through a few examples to demonstrate how this works. You might be interested in applying to a specific firm because of its international secondments, and that could go under the topic heading. Then you want to add specifically why you're interested in the international secondments under the reason heading. Maybe you studied abroad for a year during your degree and you found it really useful and you learned a lot from it, and you want to do something similar when you're at work as well. Finally, in the reality heading, you want to talk about what that firm specifically has that can satisfy what your topic and your reason are. So, for example, in this case, you could talk about the law firm's Singapore secondment that you've heard about that you think is really cool. The more specific you can make this final column, the better, because that will just mean that your answer will end up being really tailored to that firm. Another example could be that you're interested in applying to the firm because it's really strong in corporate work. So that could be your topic. Your reason might be that you've done a work experience in corporate, which you thought was really cool, and also you've done an M&A module in your LPC, which you found really interesting as well. And finally, under reality, you want to talk about the specific thing that the firm has that satisfies that reason that you're interested in it. So in this case, it could be that the firm is band 1 rated in the corporate practice area, and as well as that, they worked on a really cool deal that you were interested in, and also the corporate team has won some sort of industry award for the past 3 years. So hopefully you can see how this system forces you to first think about the reason you're interested in a specific thing before then outlining what the firm has that can satisfy that. This process should really help you avoid those answers that just end up being a list of great things that the firm has done or is doing. It makes you think about yourself first and why you're actually applying to that firm before then talking about what that firm has that satisfies your desires. And going through it this way will give you what I think is a much better answer. Once you've got your table all filled out with maybe 4 or 5 reasons why you're interested in that firm, then you're going to want to take it to the next step and use it to write your written answer. Let's take that strength in corporate work example that we spoke about before in the table. An example of a bad answer might be something like this. I'm applying to firm X because it's a band 1 rated firm in the corporate practice area and has many prestigious clients. Its corporate team has also won award Y for the past 3 years. You can see that even though this answer is talking about really positive things, and it might even be outlining the reasons that you actually want to join the firm, it doesn't talk about you at all. It just ends up being a list of all the good things that the firm has done, which they already know about and they're not interested in hearing. But if you remember the information we put in the table earlier, and you start to use that, you can create a much stronger answer. Start with the topic that you're about to speak about, then mention the reason that you're interested in that topic. Finally, mention the reality that that firm has that can help tick that box of your interest. Following the topic, reason, and reality system, a better answer might be something like this. Firm X's strength in corporate work has drawn me to apply here. Having completed work experience in the corporate department of a law firm, I enjoyed the fast-paced nature of the work. As well as this, I found the M&A module in my LPC to be of particular interest to me. Firm X's corporate team is Band 1 rated and has been the winner of Award Y for the past 3 years. As such, working at Firm X would allow me to develop my practical skills in a demanding environment that attracts high-profile clients and deals. Here you can clearly see the topic, which is the corporate strength of that firm, the reason, which is the work experience you've done as well as the M&A module, and also the reality, which is the strength of that firm in corporate by being Band 1 rated and also being the winner of this made-up award. So now you can see how each column in your table will translate to that final written answer that you'll end up sending to the firm. Depending on how much you write for each reason and also the application form word limit, you can just keep going through this process to develop a really good answer that shows why you want to apply to that firm. You don't specifically have to do it the way that I've shown here, because you might find this really rigid and your style might be a bit different. But hopefully you can see how going through this process can help you plan a pretty strong answer to this question. So that brings us to the end of this video on dealing with the why this firm question. I hope you found this video useful. Let me know what you thought by leaving a thumbs up or a thumbs down or a comment down below. Also, if you're doing applications right now, consider subscribing because I'll be putting out more applications related content as well. I've got an Instagram page as well where I post updates about stuff I'm doing and also get ideas for videos for the future as well. So follow me there and send me a message if you got an idea for a video that I've not covered yet. Anyway, I hope you found this helpful and I'll catch you next time.